T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Belt, it's a high drive to right. Blackman bag or make that Tapia out of here. Hammered out into right center field. Is anybody there? No. 2 runs are going to score. Longoria, with one swing of the bat, has tied this game up.
Nothing approach. That's into the corner, and that one's gone. Adam Duvall sends a 2-run shot to left, and it's 5-0 Atlanta. And the wheels are coming off now.
The wheels came off. They never came back on. It wasn't enough that my team got eliminated, the Giants, but now my World Series pick gets their ass kicked in the first 2 games and are already out. My entire bracket is completely effed, and the Cincinnati Reds, the team I was high on all off season long, has been eliminated. And they must have forgot that if you want to play a baseball game, there's one piece of equipment that you cannot do without, and that is a bat. You got to bring your bats to the game, and the Cincinnati Reds left them the freak at home. So we're going to go through this game, this series, and we'll go through all of what's going on in Major League Baseball and some of the other stuff that we're looking forward to, answer some questions from the chat, and then we're going to get out of here, guys, because that's it. I wore my red. I tried to support the team. It did not matter. What's going on? Jonah Aldridge, let's go Braves. You guys got it done. Nick Stark, Eric, so intense. It was close. It was 1-0 for a while, and then all of a sudden the wheels came off, as that announcer said, and the Reds could never get back in it. Couldn't score. You can't score. You can't win. I mean, come on. We got Bellmaster, same exact thing yesterday for the Reds, only pitching gave up early today. Yeah, I mean, the Reds, they had opportunities more even yesterday than today, but today they couldn't even get on base. They could not hit at all. Mile High, at least we scored more runs than the Reds. And yeah, Blue Jays, what do you think of Mile High about them taking out oh man, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but Schumacher. Why did they take out Schumacher after just 3 innings? Double X. Why were people counting on the Braves, the Reds, only to have a good starting rotation, a pretty good bullpen? That's it. We have Roman Sargis. A's. I've had a lot of requests to cover the A's game. We'll do a pregame on that one here momentarily. Red Boy, what sucks is you always see the panda when you're watching the Braves. Yeah, he does the weird in that uniform. Nick Stark, let's go White Sox. That's a big one right there. Midwest Sports, iPuncake, Mile High Sports. Ben is here. Ben Altamule, what's going on, man? Thank you so much. Victor Rodriguez, let's go Stros. We talk about the Astros a lot here, so you definitely don't want to miss the channel. Hit that subscribe button. You're going to enjoy as we follow this playoff series. Definitely be talking a lot about the Astros. We have Midwest Sports. Reds lose. I told you are all right on the money, Midwest Sports, on that prediction. Definitely, I was wrong about the Reds. The only credit I could kind of take is that they made the playoffs, but even that was barely. So yeah, the Reds, they did not set up to the expectations I had, and next year is going to be a whole different set of predictions. I might still be behind the Reds next year and try again, but dang. And the ironic thing is I picked the Braves in 18 and 19 to win it all, and then this year I decided to go with the Reds instead. And now the Braves are the ones that beat the Reds. Dang, Abreu, can you tell the Cubs to bring their bats to the game? They got to bring their bats as well. Votto was right. This team is a effing nightmare, just not exactly how he intended. Yes, Votto would say that this team is a nightmare. Yeah, it is a nightmare. That's what the season was. Mile high. That was garbage decision. Charlie Montoya was a garbage. Yeah, you took out a guy who was dealing after 3 innings. You bring in Robbie Ray, who's wild, and he wasn't as wild as normal, but he did walk a guy, and he threw either a wild pitch or a pass ball that brought in a run. And I mean, that was just really weird. And I think it was analytically driven. I think it was the front office saying, hey, you're going to take this guy out after 3 innings, and then they took him out after 3 innings. Lico Turner, Braves all the way. You got the right last name there, Tico Turner. You got the right last name as a Braves fan with Turner. Remember Turner Field? That only lasted a few seasons, but absolutely, of course, Ted Turner. We got Mile High Sports. We got Brandon Solis, 22 scoreless innings. Yikes, man, the Reds, dude. Embarrassing, man, embarrassing. And I can't wait to hear what some of them have to say about it. A's White Sox going to be a big one. We got Tommy Carter in the house. Ben says the Reds went like 11-3 in their last 14. That's why I still had hope that they would make it happen. 22 innings in a postseason without scoring a single run. Classic Reds move. Yeah, man, that was just terrible. I mean, terrible. Where do you think the Bauer's going next year? How if he doesn't follow Clevy to San Diego? I have no idea, man. You look like Keanu Reeves, Stephen Ortiz. Thanks, man. Keanu Reeves. I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan. We have to know that this is Keanu Reeves. I haven't even checked out the new Bill and Ted movie yet. I need to check that one out. I really want to see that movie. But Keanu Reeves, The Matrix, and John Wick, and so on and so forth. I've seen almost all his movies. I mean, he's got some bad ones, but huge fan. And it seems like a really cool guy. But Mike Fires, want to see that? Yep, do the A's game. Roman Sargas. What's up? I'm going to try, Roman. I'm going to try. I have to go to work after this. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. I might be able to do a post game later. If you don't mind, I can do a post game. It probably won't start right after the game, but I can try to do something later. But anyway, this game today, guys, Braves take out the Reds 5-0. And look at this Reds offense right here. I mean, they get 2 walks. Winker and Galvis are able to walk, and then 2 hits from Suarez and Galvis. And look at this down here. This is where you get all your doubles and triples and home runs. Look at it. This is how empty this batting is. Look at over here with the Braves. And even the Braves didn't exactly, come out and have their best offensive game of their entire lives. But, I mean, the Reds did nothing. And it's not like, it was just this one pitcher who came in and is some kind of a Cy Young candidate who came in and shut him down. It was Ian Anderson, who is a really good pitcher. But even he came out after 6. You had a chance against Will Smith, did nothing. You had a chance against Martin, did nothing. You had a chance against Melanson, did nothing. I mean, nothing. I mean, crickets. And this lineup of Akiyama's big pickup from Japan. Where were you at? Where are you at, man? Castellanos, the big free agent signing. Where are you at? Joey Votto, veteran presence, guy who's supposed to be able to put the bat on the ball. Where are you at? Suarez, where are you at? Moustakas, the biggest signing of the winter. Where are you at? Winker, where are you at? Senzel, big time prospect, supposed to be this awesome guy. Where are you at? Galvis, where are you at? Barnhart, where are you at? Where are these mother effers at, man? We got Machado, Uber, Aliz, Jared Buer. My Reds suck so bad. Where the heck did they go? You got to bring your bats to the game. That was terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. And like I said, if you get one pitcher who came in and threw a 9-inning shutout, and it was, Greinke in his prime or something, or Kershaw in his prime, or, even one of the other, no disrespect to Anderson. Anderson's awesome. He's awesome. But I'm just saying, it's not like you had a guy, an ace guy type, unbelievable pitcher come out and just dominated for 9 innings. This is an Anderson guy who had great stuff today through 6 innings. Ian came out. Smith, Martin, Melanson, 3 guys. And I know Melanson is not some fireballer. Yeah, he's been great. But Melanson, you got to put the ball in play and do something against Mark Melanson. But I know he was with the Giants, and Melanson is hittable, man. But I mean, Will Smith these guys are good. But my goodness, I mean, that was just bad. And then you have a chance against Chris Martin, and you do absolutely freaking nothing. And Just terrible, guys. Bellmaster, yeah, Cubs game is postponed until tomorrow. I mentioned that in my last video. Just heard about that right before I uploaded the video, so I wanted to throw that in. But Votto is right. They are a nightmare. Did you expect the Reds to lose like this? Hell no. I thought the Reds would win. I thought the Reds would win the World Damn Series. I really thought that, yes, if the Reds didn't get hot at the end, I was going to change my pick. And halfway through the season, I was thinking I need to change my pick because the Reds aren't winning the World Series. There's no reason to stay with that. I would never change a pick halfway through the season, but I mean, once the season's over and you have all the new teams in the playoffs, then you can do fresh picks because obviously your preseason picks don't even matter since we got a whole season now to see what happens. And clearly most of the teams I picked to make the playoffs didn't even make the playoffs. A lot of them, not most, but a lot of them. So, I was going to do fresh picks, but then the Reds got hot and it looks like the bats were waking up. And then I thought about, man, Bauer and that pitching staff and everyone they got there who's going to, pitch in this series. And Bauer stood up to expectations. It was awesome. And they couldn't hit. They couldn't hit at all. I thought they'd hit a little bit. If they just hit a little bit, they would have won yesterday. If they could driven, they had so many opportunities. Runners on the corners, bases loaded. They couldn't even manufacture a run. It was so bad. And I'm like, this Reds team, man, I don't even feel that bad because they had every opportunity. And then today, even 1-0 game, and they couldn't do anything. Bellmaster, that being said, I don't have any ill will towards Atlanta. They deserve to win this. Things are looking good for the Reds' future, hopefully. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Hopefully next year, we'll be looking forward again to some Reds baseball, and they'll do a lot better. Blake Billman, I can say without a shadow of doubt that I'm embarrassed to be a Reds fan at this point. Game isn't over yet. I'm just going to go ahead and assume 22 straight innings without a run being scored. Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Machado, Uber, and Alves, they didn't even score a single run this series. Not a run. Not a run. What a nightmare. What a pathetic nightmare, man. And you got to give it up to the Braves pitchers. But at the same time, when you know that the Reds had the bases loaded multiple times, they had runners on the corners with 0 outs and could not manufacture a run. That's when you say, you guys have issues. Maybe it's managerial. Maybe because they couldn't have the guts to do something like a squeeze play or something. When you know your team is completely inept with the bats, you don't try something. What are you, afraid to get criticized? Come out and say, dude, the team couldn't score. So I decided to go for the squeeze play. And it didn't work out. But I am going to stand behind that play. I don't think we would have scored if I didn't do it. Police report for the Reds lineup. Yeah, terrible. Texas Sports, we have to put out a missing persons report. That's what needs to happen. Absolutely. Y'all slept on the Braves pitching. Yeah, I mean, I knew the Braves pitching was good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good. I'm not going to lie. You're right. Rob Palmer, many congrats to the Braves-Reds game. Horrible display in both those games. E. Gonzalez, hashtag chop on. So the Braves able to get it done with a awesome series performance, especially from their pitching, and the offense did wake up with the bomb from Marcell Ozuna. What a signing that was. And also another bomb from former Giant and former Cincinnati Red Adam Duvall, former home run derby participant. So what a shot there. Trevor Bauer to the Blue Jays. I don't know where Bauer's going. It could be any of the 30 teams. It's whoever wants to offer them the most money, I think. I feel like the Reds are going to try to keep him, but a lot of Reds fans who are a little more knowledgeable are saying, no, he's gone. So if Reds fans aren't confident he's coming back, well, then I'm not confident he's coming back. What's up, E. Gonzalez? Hashtag MV free, King Killer, go Braves. We got double X. Congratulations, all you Braves fans in the chat. We got 34. If we can get some more in the chat, we're going to keep on rolling. But let's go. Share this video out there. Let's get it out there, guys. Brandon DeWild is here. No matter how fun and intense this format is, I'm not into it. Yeah, it's pretty exciting this season, and I'm afraid that Rob Manfred will want to continue it, and he's already said that he feels like the runner starting on second base is the most likely thing to continue in the next season. And guys, you haven't seen a rant video until you see that. Now, I made a rant video when that rule was instituted this season, but it was, it wasn't the craziest rant because I knew it was just for this special season. But if that gets instituted into Major League Baseball next year, guys, it's going to be something you've never seen. Johnny Dick Shot, is Bauer getting a $200 million contract? Hey, the way he pitched, man, he deserves it. I mean, I don't know. Dustin Mears, I called it, bro. Good job, Dustin. Great call there. Bauer to San Francisco. That would be incredible. Johnny, hell no, he shouldn't. 50 to 100 million, maybe. Yeah, it just depends how many years, of course. I mean, he just definitely earned his money, though. But yeah, 200 million might be pushing it. But you know how it goes. Like, if a team really wants him, they will pay up. If there could be a bidding war for Bauer, and it could be the Dodgers, it could be the Giants, it could be the Reds, it could be the Yankees. All these teams get involved, and all of a sudden that pushes it up. This is not like a Bumgarner who's coming off a few so-so years like last year and he gets 80 million. This is Bauer coming off of an incredible year, a Cy Young award-winning possibly year, and then a guy who also pitched great in the playoffs and was absolutely untouchable in his last playoff game. He will get more than $100 million, in my opinion. Double X, Midwest Sports, the Reds have pitching, but they don't have offense. It's not a good combination, and I completely dropped the ball on the Reds picking them. But you know what? I'm proud of the Reds to make the playoffs. But other than that, the offense was terrible this season. The pitching was good, but the pitching wasn't gonna work out. Rob Palmer, warmest regards to Eric and the Humm Baby fam. By the way, Humm Baby baseball fam, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Rob Palmer, thank you so much, guys, and everyone for joining the chat. I really do appreciate it. We hit 40, the big 4. Oh, can we get to 50? Can we get to 50 in the chat? Because if we can get to 50, I'm busting out the guitar, guys. Can we get to 50? We have Brandon DeWild. Why throw out an entire year's worth of games and start over with a tournament to decide the champ? Why throw out an entire year's worth of games and start over with a tournament to decide? Yeah, you're right. A whole entire season, especially if it's a 162. But, you know, Rob Manfred doesn't care about baseball, so who knows? Bauer would be dope for the Giants, but I heard he's only going for a 1-year contract. That's interesting. You never know with Bauer, though. You never really know. We got Rob Palmer. We got Double X. San Francisco's the most money. We got Psycho here. Dad, the Braves win the World Series. Did the Braves win the series? The Braves did win the series. They've finished up the sweep. It could be back with the Reds. We don't know for Bauer. What's up, D North Star? How you doing today? Everyone always underestimates the Braves. The Braves have 3 aces for the future in Soroka, Fried, and Anderson. Yep, the Braves were the pick this year. Picked up to win the World Series, like I said, 2 straight years, and they kind of let me down. And I guess I just wanted to pick someone else this year. And I'm not saying they're going to win the World Series, but they got the potential to do it. So we'll see what they can do. Will Federico, man, I'm shocked the Reds didn't even win a game this series. I'm with you, man, but you got to score a run to win a game. You got to score a run. If myself, Will Federico, D North Star, Midwest Sports, Psycho, Brandon DeWild, and all of us in the chat, we put on Reds uniforms and we played in this series, guess what? We would not have scored any less runs than the Reds offense did. That's a fact. I can promise you guys, we would not have scored any less runs than the Reds did. The people in this chat could put on Reds uniforms and replay those 2 games, and we would probably do just as well as the Reds did. That's how bad this is that we're talking about, guys. Please do the A's game. I can't do play-by-play, but I'll try to do a post-game. Osuna celebration, yep, with the selfie. That was sick. This is like watching the EPL tourney, except that he who wins the regular season champ is playoff BS. Braves won, Psycho. Braves won. Braves are moving on. Texas Sports TV. If it is instituted next year, I'm going to be pissed. The runner on second needs to go away. I'll collab with you and make it a double rant. That sounds awesome. Texas Sports would love to do that. Hayden Millen. Braves are Sabrina. 3rd run for NLDS. Bauer to Atlanta. We got some predictions. Blake, love to have your insight here with a Reds fan here. Reds have said they're going to do whatever it takes to re-sign Bauer. Not sure where those Reds fans are getting their knowledge, and Bauer has stated time and time he won't sign a long-term deal. Well, I hope you're right, Blake. I hope that makes me feel like maybe the Reds can get him. But yeah, no, I've talked to a few Reds fans. They're like, dude, no way, Bauer's leaving, man. No, but they're pissed off and down. So they may not be making logical sense, but I hope that he stays with the Reds because I like to see guys wear the same uniform. I know he's former Indian. He's been around a little bit, but would love to see him stay with the Reds. Nullify regular season start over makes no sense. I agree. Devin is here. This could have been the best of 9 series, and the Reds still wouldn't have scored. That's sad, man, but I can't even agree with you. Love your energy, Dustin Mears. Great example of what a baseball fan is. True love of the sport. Love it. I could watch it all day long without stopping. Reds are on the rise. White Sox took the effing Dave Dunning out. Midwest Sports of the game. What the F? What's going on around baseball right now? It's the bottom of the first. White Sox and A's 0-0, and they already took Dane Dunning out. Was he maybe an opener or something like that? I'm not exactly sure why they would have done that. But it is 0-0 in that game here. Definitely want to keep an eye there. Padres and Cardinals yet to play here. Brewers, Dodgers tonight would definitely be probably, I don't want to say definitely, but I'm going to try to stream some post-game talk there. My friend David Knight is going to be doing the play-by-play on that one, so you guys don't want to miss that. Hayden Millen is here. What's going on, everyone? Lip Drippy is here. Everyone else, I see a bunch of people popping into the chat. Chop, baby. Oh, good job, guys. That Chop's been around for a while. I can't even pretend. I used to be a Braves fan of sorts when I was growing up because they came on TBS all the time. But after 1993, when the heartbreaking season, Giants Braves, obviously, all due respect, the Braves were awesome that year, winning 104. But that was rough. That was a rough year right there to not make it in. And Braves match the pitching. Brandon DeWild, Jack, you are correct. We have Mile High Sports. Trevor Bauer is the biggest troll in baseball, and I love it. Double X. Next season, we're going to go 162 to 80 or 100. That'd be interesting, but I know I like the 162 season, obviously. Brandon DeWild, right on Eric. Little Drippy. Trevor Bauer made a bet and lost and has to sign 1-year contract now. Oh, my goodness. I could still hit. Brandon, I can still hit as well. And I believe that we would have maybe even scored a run. Maybe we'd have scored a run because if I was the manager of the Reds and we were out there, I'd have said, guys, how about we just don't even swing and let them walk us? And then once we get on base, we're going to steal second, and we're going to bunt, and we're going to manufacture runs some way or another. So that's what was up here. Get a guy at third and hope for a wild pitch. You can figure a way to score runs. Trevor Bauer lost at bet, has to sign a 1-year contract. We have Roman Sargis, go A's. Good luck to your A's right there. That is going to be really fun here. Right now, they're already playing nothing. Should the Braves re-sign Osuna? I think they'll try to. I think so. Osuna, I don't think he had his best season. Obviously, his best season was back with the Marlins. Don't know. He never really found that stroke ever since he went to the Cardinals. But Marcell Osuna, still a very good hitter, solid pitcher, and good guy who can DH, can play a little outfielder needed. He hit 18 home runs this year. So actually, I take that back because this is a shortened season. If we would have seen an entire 162, he may have hit. Damn 37 plus home runs. Probably would have if this was a regular season. So I always forget with this shortened season. I see 18 bombs. I think not his best. But wait a minute, we only played 60 games. So actually, he did have one of his best seasons of his career. I think he's going to be demanding a lot here. Was it just a 1-year contract? You have to remind me, though. I didn't even realize he was going to be a free agent. I thought he had a more than a 1-year contract. But hit 338 on the year. What a year Marcell Osuna had. Let me look up that contract right now. Oh, you're right. 1 year. So, yeah, Marcell Osuna, 1 year, $18 million. I definitely think the Braves will want to bring him back. But then again, he just earned a ton of money. He earned a ton of money for next season. Yankees look scary right now, and I'll definitely have a prediction video on free agents after the season, guys. Texas Sports, I can still hit. I'm a good base runner, would have scored. Brandon DeWild, love small ball. Texas Sports TV, where do you live? You live in Houston, the Houston area, where maybe we could play some baseball. I think have to hit you up when we can play some baseball. But obviously I don't live close to you, but I travel a lot. We have David Knight. Osuna had a beast year. Yeah, I forgot to take into account 60-game season. Yeah, he definitely had probably the best year of his career, all things considered. Sebastian Dispo, imagine having your prediction of winning the World Series out in the first round. I can imagine it because it happened, and it was terrible. It was terrible. We have Midwest Sports. This is the best season. He almost got that triple crown. Yeah, this was his best season of his career. So, yeah. I forgot about that yesterday, too, when I was talking about the Giants, and I still stand by what I said, but I was like, the Giants only stole 19 bases. That's pathetic. But I keep saying it's a shortened season, so really they would have stole, 50, 60 bases as a team. But still, I think that the base running game is just extinct, and we need to bring it back a little bit more. It doesn't need to be back in the day when you had Ricky Henderson stealing 100 bases necessarily, and teams were stealing 200, 300. No. But come on. Let's steal some bases. We got Mile High. I'll play right field. That would be awesome, man. We can make it happen, dude. We can make it happen. Of course, we'll probably make a bunch of errors out in the field. Just being honest, guys, because we're not big leaguers. We'd probably make a gang of errors. But you know what? I guarantee we would have scored at least zero. At least zero. We would have scored at least zero. I mean, come on. Luis Roberts goes deep for the White Sox, and it's 1-0. White Sox have taken the lead there in Oakland. I almost said Cincinnati. Osuna to San Francisco. Brandon, I don't think we're going to be able to afford him. I think he's going to be demanding quite a bit, but I would love to get him. Text Sports TV, I'm outfield. I can move to infield where I originally tried out if we have too many outfielders. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Would have loved to get all of us in the chat out there and see how we would have done against the Braves. And could we have manufactured one run? We would have lost both games. Don't get me wrong. But the Braves couldn't even, the Reds couldn't even score a dang run. Terrible. What happens to the Braves fans in Tennessee if Nashville gets an MLB team? Well, they're going to have to convert to a Nashville fan because I would assume, and I mean, there's going to be some who are hardcore Braves fans who will stick to the Braves, but I think as they start to see all the hype and all the, stores with all the jerseys and everything, if that happens, you eventually will kind of move to your new team. I'm seeing the San Francisco hold mode offseason, a few ads. Dang it, Robert Homer. Robert does go deep. Sox will lose this game to Oakland. Matthew Quintana with the prediction. If this was slow pitch fastball, I could pitch. Otherwise, I can DH. That's all I got. We will definitely use you as the DH. We would have lost 100%, but if we get one run in 2 games, we would have officially done better than the Reds. That's bad. I mean, it really is bad that they could not score any runs. It's really pathetic. And I'm pretty upset about it. Not nearly as upset, of course, when the Giants got eliminated, because that's my team. I'm a diehard, lifelong Giants fan, but we really did believe in this Reds team, and they just let me down. They really did let me down this year, and they let down their fans as well in a terrible, terrible performance, guys. And going to have to start fresh there with the Cincinnati Reds with some kind of a rebuild, like E. Gonzalez said. I don't know if it's a complete rebuild, but it depends on who they can bring back and who they can't, who's going to be free agents. 450 feet, damn, yeah. I don't think any of us going to hit the ball 450 feet. And as I was a power hitter, and I can hit the ball farther than anybody on my high school team, but even I couldn't hit 450. I can play anywhere. I'm a switch hitter. 23 innings, 0 runs. Houston Vansell, just an absolutely terrible offensive performance for the Cincinnati Reds. Once again, they just completely let us down. Luis Castillo pitched well, 5 1/3, gives up just 1 run, 6 hits, and Sims pitches well. Iglesias finally gives up some runs. Lorenzen comes in, gets out of it, but just an absolutely terrible, terrible, terrible performance for the Cincinnati Reds, and an absolutely embarrassing performance when you think about how they couldn't score a single run over the course of 22 innings. I mean, that might be a record. I mean, that might be a record of some kind. We have to look into that, but I would assume that that's damn close to a postseason record for a consecutive scoreless offense. So, guys, I was high on them, and they let me down. Akiyama, Castellanos, Votto, Suarez, Moustakas, this whole team. They didn't even have that many injuries this year. There's just no excuse. They just can't hit. They just suck at hitting. They suck at hitting. We got Double X. I can provide some defense. Oh, I hope so. I know it's not as easy. I know that. It's not as easy as these guys make it look. Maybe, I don't know how high a level you played, but, I played baseball to the age of 26, and, man, yeah. Those fly ball, they put me in the outfield and right field, and lost track of a lot of balls out there. And I played first base in high school. So once I got out of high school and they put me in the outfield, it took me a long time to get used to it. We have Brandon DeWild. My glove is oiled and ready. Blake Bell and Reds technically didn't score a run for 2 games and 4 innings. Terrible. Mike Fiers is already faltering. Yep, it's not looking good in Oakland. 1-0. White Sox. Reds should retool. We have Brandon DeWild, Roman Sargis, Joe. I'm 27. Yet to see a Bengals playoff win or a Red Series win in my lifetime. Man, it sucks to be a Cincinnati fan. Joe, I really appreciate it. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. I do cover the Reds quite a bit here. Probably I cover the Reds almost more than any other team except for obviously the Giants. But so I hope you're subscribed to the channel. Enjoy the Reds content here. And I'm sorry for you guys, man. That was a tough one. Reds obviously won the World Series in 1990. So I would assume that you are only 27. So yep, you were not born yet in 1990. So very, very tough one, man. I'm so sorry for this series, and the Reds couldn't do anything. No excitement at all. Just a terrible series. Midwest Sports be the DH. Double X record is 48. Oh, wow. Insane. Good knowledge there. Good Good knowledge there. Double X giving us the report. So the Reds didn't break the record, but of course they could continue the record, and I'm not sure the last time they were in the postseason. This might be a continuation of the last time they were in the postseason. I'm not sure. I'm still going 350 with Oppo, and I still chill the cages 62 years. 350 with Oppo at 62? Man, Brandon DeWild. David Knight, I'm not saying you're not right. I'd love to get with you and play some baseball. And if that's the case, I can hit 350 as well. I don't know about Oppo. I don't know if I can do it Oppo. David Knight, I am a DH too late. Yeah. David Knight's going to be the DH, guys. We're going to have to make a lineup. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do it, make a player for all of us, and we'll do some MLB The Show. I'll have David Knight in the lineup. I'll have Matthew Quintana in the lineup. I'll have Brandon DeWild in the lineup. I'll have Midwest Sports in the lineup, and we'll play a little bit of MLB The Show with all of us in the lineup against the Braves and see what we can do. Midwest Sports, Texas Sports TV. My bat and base run is my strongest asset, but I'm probably one of the better defenders in the chat. No offense. I'm just sure many are underage. You're probably better than I am defensively, Texas Sports TV. Not that I'm terrible defensively. Don't get me wrong. I make the routine plays, but I'm not going to act like I'm a freaking, I'm trying to think of a really good defender, Mike Trout or something out there. Dustin Mears, do the Braves make it to the NLCS? Yeah, I think they probably have a really good chance. Obviously, do we know who they're even playing yet? We have to wait and see who they're going to play. Yeah, I think they're going to have a really good chance. Snitker, manager of the year. That's a good question. He could do it. I mean, the Braves were pretty highly touted as a pretty good team. So I don't know if he's going to get it or not, but he'll get some votes. Because usually the team that wasn't expected to do anything, like the Giants, who almost made the playoffs, or something like that. Marlins, Mattingly. Look at Mattingly. Mile High Sports led my team in hit by pitch. That's a good category to lead your team in. I bat lefty, by the way, and that would be awesome. Absolutely. Brandon DeWild, I'm sure I will get an op to meet at a live game next season. Yeah, I'll let you guys know what games I'm going to next year. I don't go to a ton of games. I'm not gonna go to like 80, 81 games or anything. I'll probably go to a handful of games, and I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be there. I bat lefty and throw lefty for when you put me in the lineup, Texas Sports TV. Absolutely, guys. Brandon Wiles benching 285. We got Matthew Quintana. I can go deep in a batting cage. That's all you need. Bye-bye, baby. Oh, we got to get 50 in the chat to bust out the guitar, and we're only at 32. So, been training 50 years. Brandon DeWild, Midwest Sports. No, Don Mattingly is NL Manager of the Year. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I did 330 weighing 190 in my 20s, but then I jacked up my shoulders. Dang. David Knight. Brandon DeWild, I got my telly turned, ready to jam. Humm, baby. Well, today was a loss for the Reds, and that was the team that I was high on. So I don't think that busting out the guitar. I said I'll do it at 50, but we didn't get 50. So it was a good stream, guys. You never know. I was hoping that these streams would kind of blow up with some Reds fans and Braves fans. Didn't really happen, but I appreciate all you guys, though. You guys make it happen. All the regulars here. Also, we saw a few. Joe Neer came in here, and Blake Billman, of course, longtime supporter of the chat. We got a lot of good Reds fans and some Braves fans. Haven't seen Lady Braves today, but Lady Braves, wherever you are, congratulations. You guys took out the Reds without any issues at all. Reds didn't give you any problems because they can't hit. So the record is 48 by the Athletics. A dead pull hitter. Yeah, I'm more or less dead pull hitter, David Knight. I do like to try to take the ball the opposite field. And of course, up the middle, I get a lot of base hits up the middle. So I guess I wouldn't be a dead pull hitter, but that's definitely the fun thing to do, is to crush the ball straight away to your pull side. Bauer's going to be fuming, guys. It's absolutely crazy. So that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone jumping in here today for this stream. And the Reds lose in 2 games to the Braves. My World Series pick is dead. I don't even know if I'll do more predictions. I probably will make at least another prediction video at some point once all this stuff is figured out and we get down to the wire, maybe for the NLCS, ALCS, and World Series. I'll probably do another prediction video at that point. So, guys, I appreciate it. Steven Ortega, I have to go to work, unfortunately, guys. Maybe next year, hopefully, I'll be doing this full-time, and we'll grow the channel to a point that I can just do Humm Baby baseball full-time. But until then, got to continue to pay the bills. And I hope that you guys will jump into a stream later on tonight. I'll try my best. I plan to do an Oakland A's White Sox post game at some point tonight. It won't be right after the game, but more than likely won't be right after the game. But at some point tonight, we'll do a White Sox A's stream, and then we'll also do a Dodgers pregame. Dodgers, more than likely a Dodgers Brewers pregame, and then I'll direct you guys to David Knight's pregame, David Knight's play-by-play, so you guys can go check him out over there. So have a fantastic day. I hope you guys are doing well, and appreciate everybody in the chat. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Nothing approach. That's into the corner, and that one's gone. Adam Duvall sends a two-run shot to left, and it's 5-0 Atlanta.
Belt hits a high drive to right. Blackman bag or make that Tapia out of here. Hammered out into right center field. Is anybody there? No. 2 runs are going to score. Longoria, with one swing of the bat, has tied this game up.